All right.
Alrighty then.
Alrighty then, Mr. Squeeze.
Welcome to the Brad and Squeeze Show, 93.5 FM, Facebook Live, Brad and Squeeze Show. Thank you all so much for tuning in. We just have to kill the music and we'll be good again.
I'm just looking at your outfit today.
You know what?
All right,
the top actually should have come off.
By the way, you're in a hoodie. You have your winter coat on your chair behind you. You couldn't even leave it
on the floor somewhere.
On the floor.
So
Can you
nobody
put it
will
off
see.
so no one can see it? Come on. What is wrong with you, man? What are we looking at, by the way, Mr. Camera Operator? There we go. Much better. Much better, Squeeze.
Look.
And then you can. Who's calling you? Oh, why don't you take his call?
All right.
Take his call.
Hey, what's up, Shags?
Yeah, Shaggy decides to call.
Yeah, but if I hear what?
He says, no, it wasn't me, Squeeze, last night.
It was me.
It was him. Does he realize we do a show between 9 and 10?
I'll hit you right back after 10.
Yeah. We're live on the show. Does he want to say hello to him?
All right, no problem.
Why doesn't he Skype back in? Tell him to Skype in.
Skype in?
Yeah, Skype in. Have the conversation. Call him back. Say, Skype in. What's up?
Hold on,
All right. Well, you get Shaggy to Skype in. Yeah. I'm going to tell everybody that the Supreme Court has given Donald Trump. That was really Shaggy, the artist. That was really him.
Because Shaggy and Friends is coming up.
Yeah. So he's trying to get that all organized.
Everybody needs to understand that it's a very good cause.
It's a huge thing.
Huge.
I just saw the publicity thing. Like they give the sheet out. And Sting's going to be there. Wyclef Jean. Who else? There was some other really top.
It's a big.
Fetty Wap was going to be there. Yeah, so a big thing, and it's the end of January in Jamaica. And by the way, if you haven't shared our page, the best thing you can do is press the little arrow button that goes like this and say share to your friends and family. It goes right on your timeline, and you can help share our show with everybody who needs help, not just in immigration, but legal work, or just needs a good chuckle in the morning. 1-800-529-5465 is the number to call. So here's some good news. Well, it's not really good news. I was actually being ironic.
Okay.
All right. It's always bad news when it comes to Donald Trump. Supreme Court. You want to hear all of Donald Trump's bad news? We should have a segment. Bad news brought to you by Donald Trump.
Honestly, I really don't want to hear anything about Donald Trump.
Yeah, it's
really don't.
Like we have all segments, like this is called Shooting the Breeze. We should have, and it's always brought to you by somebody. Okay, I think the bad news should be brought to you by Donald J. Trump, President of the United States. Supreme Court gives Trump's travel ban a green light. So now, after it was blocked by some lower courts, people from Libya, Iran, Somalia, Sudan, Syria, and Yemen cannot come to the United States. The Supreme Court has given Donald Trump ban on certain Muslim countries the green light. Do not quite understand their reasoning. There was no reasoning behind it. It was just overturned, move on, without any reasoning behind it. There you have it. Okay. More bad news brought to you by Donald Trump, Mr. Anarchy.
I'm listening to you.
Have you ever been to Utah? It's a beautiful desert. They have monuments, a lot of land protection. Back from Bill Clinton protected the land. Teddy Roosevelt, a very famous Republican, was the first environmentalist.
Lots of Mormons.
Was the
religious community.
Was the first environmentalist. Mm-hmm. Okay, that once you don't protect the lands, you never get it back ever again. Ever. It doesn't come back again. You can't just start allowing people to build and get rid of the natural habitats of animals and plants. It doesn't return, Squeeze.
Okay.
So knowing all of this, okay, knowing the history of even Republicans protecting our great monuments and our great lands, all the way going back to Teddy Roosevelt, Donald Trump has decided to shrink the Utah monuments. Federally protected land is being shrunk by 220,000 acres. Trump's decision to roll back federal protections is unprecedented in presidential power in the United States. Trump said the previous administrations abused the purpose, spirit, intent of what is known as the Antiquities Act. The Antiquities Act was passed during Teddy Roosevelt, who was very famous environmentalist and very famous for being the opposite of Trump. You know, talk slowly and talk low, but carry a big stick.
No. Speak softly.
Speak softly.
Speak softly.
Carry a big stick.
Carry a big stick.
Right.
Big stick.
That was what he said.
Yes,
correct.
that's what he said.
I had to go back into my memory of history.
Yeah. No, that's why you got me.
Yes. Speak softly. Carry a
brain.
big stick. Donald Trump, on the other hand.
Pinky, and the brain.
Correct. Donald Trump, on the other hand.
Yeah.
Donald Trump, on the other hand, Squeeze, speaks very loudly and apparently has a small stick. Although he claims he has big hands. But I'm telling you, he just is big bluster. A lot of bluster. Meanwhile, more bad news brought to you by Donald Trump. Okay? The news just gets worse and worse, brought to you by Donald Trump. He has officially, from his Air Force One, because he had to do it from Air Force One, has officially endorsed.
That's his airplane.
Yes, that's his airplane. Has officially endorsed Roy Moore, Squeeze.
Yeah, he did.
Roy Moore.
He did that from last week.
The pedophile. Roy Moore is the Senate nominee Republican in Alabama. The election is going to be on December 12th, which is a week away. He has endorsed Roy Moore. Roy Moore has been accused of improper sexual conduct with multiple women from the ages of 14 to 17 years old. He is, by all accounts, a pedophile, which is probably one of the lowest things you could be accused of in life.
So why is this guy not brought up on charges?
I don't know yet.
You're an attorney. Come on, you can tell me.
Probably because there's maybe statute of limitations issues because these are all accusations from 30 years ago. Perhaps. I don't know. I am not familiar with the Alabama Penal Code, but this all happened in Alabama. But to reiterate, Squeeze, to make it very clear, the choices in Alabama. Are you listening, Alabama? There is a Democrat by the name of Doug Jones. He was a prosecutor who, besides not being a pedophile, which basically is all you need to know, okay? All he has to do is run and say, I'm not a pedophile. Vote for me. I mean, that's really the decision there. But besides being able to claim he's not a pedophile, Doug Jones, a Democrat, he also prosecuted 30 years later as the district attorney in Alabama, the 16th Street Baptist Church bomber that killed 4 young black girls in the 1960s. It was a cold case, and here are the girls who got killed. It was a cold case, and obviously it was a racist situation that happened in the 1960s. It was a cold case. Nobody touched the case. Nobody prosecuted it. Nobody investigated it. And 35 years later, he was the one who dug this case up, said somebody has to come to justice, prosecuted it, and the person went away to jail for life, okay, for killing these 4 young black girls. So these are your choices, okay? A prosecutor who has gone back 30 years back to prosecute racial injustice, okay, walks the walk, talks the talk, or a guy who has sexually molested, by all accounts, multiple girls between the ages of 14 and 17. These are the choices that Donald Trump had.
That one has.
Or Donald Trump, or one has in Alabama. And all I have to say is, come on, Alabama! Don't make me want to look at your map and vomit in my mouth if this guy wins. I don't know how anybody could possibly vote for him. I have no idea how Donald Trump could possibly say, vote for the guy. It's amazing how politics, we need his vote, we need his vote.
That's it.
You know, at some point, we don't need pedophiles. At some point, we don't need pedophiles. Squeeze.
Yes, sir.
There's a lot of news here. Lots of news. What do you want to do here?
I just want to go help some people with their immigration problems.
You want to help people with their immigration problems. Yeah. So you don't. There's more bad news brought to you by Donald Trump.
I've had it with Donald Trump.
You've had it with Donald Trump.
Yeah. I need two things right now. I need for us to actually go answer questions on immigration, and I need for people to share our pages. And by the way, the Facebook page is called Brad and Squeeze Show. Make sure you check that out. And also, of course, you can catch us on 93.5.
Why are you so
Sombersome?
sombersome?
Is that it?
Lackadaisical
Monotone?
today.
No, not lackadaisical. It's too strong.
You are. Why are you slumbering? You seem like you're in a slumber today.
No, I'm not.
I'm wide awake.
No, you're yelling.
I know, and you are.
Not
You're
yelling.
the one who's supposed to be yelling, and I'm supposed to be the one who's more cerebral.
Why is it that the black man has to be the one yelling?
I don't know, because that's how it's been for 20 years with me and you. It has nothing to do with black man or white man.